right, so let's take a ultimate look at sweep picking and arpeggios. This is pretty much for the person who doesn't know how to play an arpeggio or wants to improve the way they play an arpeggio. And also sweep picking and how to sweep pick correctly. So let's get started. We're using an A minor arpeggio, and the fingers are really important where you place your fingers on this one. So let's get started with it. So your pinky finger is going to be on the A string, string 5, fret 12, and our second finger is going on fret 10 on string number 4. And our first finger is going to go on string 3, fret 9, and our second finger is going to go on the A note, which is string 2, fret 10, and then our first finger is going to go on string 1, fret 8. So here's the notes we're using: A, C, E, A, and C. Okay, now it's really crucial on this to learn how to do the rest stroke. And what I mean by rest stroke, we're going to look at the right hand now. When I strike string 5, it rests on string 4. And that's rest on string 3. I play string 3, rest on string 2, play string 2, rest on string 1, pluck string 1. So this is the rest stroke. See, notice how this pick is resting on the next string to be played. Okay, so that's the downstroke. Now when we come up, you'll notice we do the same thing. So there's the first string, so I'm going to come back on string 2, and I'm going to play it and rest on string 3. Now I'm going to play string 3, rest on string 4, play string 4 and rest on string 5, and then play string 5 with an upstroke. Okay, so here it is slow. Or even slower still. Now you notice totally rest stroke, down and up. Okay, the other thing we're going to look at now is lifting the note as you play it. And here's what I mean. Everything's legato. We're not playing staccato. We're not doing this. No matter how fast I'm playing, it's always legato. So what I do is when I play this note here with my pinky, as soon as I'm done with it, I lift it up, and at the same time, I'm playing the next note. See how I lifted that pinky up? So I lifted the pinky up while playing the next note. Now, so watch. I lift the pinky as I play the note. Now I'm going to lift my second finger as I play that first. Now I'm going to lift the first finger. And now I'm going to lift the second finger when I play finger 1. See, so the whole time I'm lifting fingers as I'm playing the next note. It's very crucial so you don't have the bleed. You know, which could be a cool sound for something else, but that's not what we're looking for right now. We're looking for to make each note clear sounding as possible. So I do it on the downstroke, and I do it as I'm doing upstroke. I'm lifting the fingers. As soon as I'm done playing the note, I lift the finger. Same going with the upstroke. Okay? So there it is. That's your sweep picking, downstroke, sweep picking, upstroke. Now you might have noticed when I did the opening riff, I started like here in my pentatonic minor scale. I did something like that, and I slid up to my C, my third tone. Something I like to do. It's a major arpeggio, and I'll talk about that real quick. Pinky on fret 15, third finger on string 4, fret 14. First finger goes on fret 12, third string. First finger goes on string 2, fret 13, and then the first finger was on the E note, which is fret 12, and I did a little hammer here. Same with here, and I'll talk about that later. But so what I did here, this arpeggio is a C major, but it's the third tonality of the A minor scale. And then I bent this and went to my A note here. Okay, and now so I didn't talk about that, just to let you know. I hammer that extra note there, so when I hammer from that C to that E, Steve Morse, and he he picks every note. He'll go like this, but really fast. And I've even seen him do alternate picking in this and not sweep picking. So if you really want to see some advanced stuff, go to some of Steve Morse's videos. So anyway, so as I was doing the breaststroke, I did this, and then I plucked the second string, and then breaststroke on the way back down. So here I went to hit that third tone there, and then the A. So third tone, A. So I did this. Finishing on that A. Cool riff to do. I love using my third tone and seventh tone as well, which would be a G to your A. So I love messing around with the seventh tonalities and the third tonality. Okay, so now here, so what we're going to look at now, so we got our arpeggio, and by lifting the finger up gives you that clarity. It took me, when I first learned this, like 35 years ago, whatever it was, when I first learned it, it took me months to be able to lift my fingers up correctly as I was sweep picking. So the way I did it was I would play it, and I would do that over and over and over again. Okay, now something really cool I want to show you guys is how to get that to that particular arpeggio when running your typical blues scale, rock scale, or pentatonic minor. So you got A note here on string 4, and you got your A note on string 1. Okay, but now that A note, this A note is also right here on string 2, like we looked at earlier in the arpeggio. So what I do is I'll be jamming on this scale here, and then slide up with your second finger. It has to be a second finger. So in other words, you can go. A great approach, you just slide up. Really cool approach there, and then you can slide up again with your second finger. Always use that second finger as a lead-in note because it's crucial to have your fingers in the right place. So as I did this arpeggio, and then I slid up to here to that C note, and then back to your pentatonic minor. So a really cool way to enhance your solos. So there it is, a beginner's approach to sweep picking and arpeggios. Hope you guys are all out there practicing. Practice till your fingers hurt, and then practice some more.